Hi students, in this class I am explaining about the types of forces. First we have to know about what is force. Force means pull or push on an object is called force. Pull means moves towards us. Push means moves away from us. So next, this force is two types. First one is contact force, next one is non-contact force. First one I am explaining about the contact force. What is contact force? If we apply a force, then the two surfaces of two objects are in contact with each other, then such type of force is called as the contact force. This contact force, in this frictional force and muscular force comes under this contact force. So, I am explaining about the muscular force. This force is obtained due to the action of our muscles. For example, if I weigh this bag, then what I used here? I used here my muscles. Such type of force applied is called muscular force. And another example I will explain for muscular force, that is the animals like camel, horses and donkeys use muscles to carry their loads is called muscular force. Such type of force which comes from our muscles are called muscular force. And next, frictional force. Next contact force is frictional force. This force works opposite to the motion of object, means it opposes the motion of object. I will explain with example. First example is, I took this ball and I make to rolling on the ground. What was happened here? What we observe here? First it moved fast. After that it slowed down. After some time it comes to rest. Means the motion is stop. Who stops this ball? Which force stops this ball? Now the question. The frictional force stops this ball. This force acts opposite to the motion of the ball. This force, how it generates this force? Now the question. This force is generated by the irregularity in the surface of the ground and the surface of the ball. Because of this irregularities, this frictional force generate, and this frictional force stops this ball. Such type of force is called as the frictional force, or also opposing force. And I will give another example for that. That is, if we apply brakes to the vehicles like cycles and scooters, what happened? On the rough surfaces it stops suddenly, but on the smooth surfaces it skids and fell down. What it indicates? The frictional force is more at the rough surfaces and less at the smooth surfaces. This force helps us for the free movement on the rough surfaces. Such type of force is called the frictional force. Now comes towards the non-contact force. What is non-contact force? Now the question. if we apply a force, then the two surfaces of the two objects are not in contact with each other. Such type of forces are called as the non-contact force. Magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force comes under this non-contact force. First I am explaining about the magnetic force. First what I have to do here? First I took magnets. We already learned in the last class about the magnets. This is the magnet. In this, two poles are present. One is north pole and other one is south pole. In this magnet, two types of forces are present. That also we learned in the last class. Those are attractive force and the repulsive force. If the unlike pulses comes together, then the attractive force is present between the two magnets. Once you see, if these unlike poles comes together, then attractive force is present. And these like poles if comes together, repulsive force is present. Means both are not attract, both are repulsed together. Such type of attractive and repulsive forces are present in the magnet. These attractive and repulsive force are also similar to the pull or push. That's why it comes under the non-contact force. And also one magnet exert force on another magnet without contact with it. That's why it is called as non-contact force. Okay, next about the electrostatic force. Electrostatic force, how it generate? Now the question. So the charges will be developed on the body or object when one object is rubbed with the another object. For example, I will show. If I rub to my two hands, after some time what happened? It becomes warm. Why these are warm? Because the difference of charges which was developed in our hands. And the next example I will show. I took here plastic comb and I rubbed it with my dry hair. Then what happened? In this comb, charges will be developed. Means it attracts the pieces of papers. Now I will show. Here I rubbed with my hair and bring near to the pieces of paper. So once you see, this comb attracts the pieces of paper. Why this attracts? Because the charges are developed in this comb by rubbing. Such type of force which comes by the rubbing of one object on the another object is called electrostatic force. And the attraction of that electrostatic force is called as the electrostatic force of attraction. So not only the attraction is present for the electrostatic force, but also repulsion is also present in the electrostatic force. Means like charges repel each other. Unlike charges means dissimilar charges are attract each other. So this is about the electrostatic force of attraction. And next about the gravitational force. Every object, now I take here this pen and ball. So tries to comes towards the earth. Means earth pulls these objects. Such type of force of attraction of earth is called as the gravitational force of attraction. Are you know about one thing? that if no gravitational force is present, then no moon, no earth, no satellites are present. This is because this gravitational force depends upon the distance of separation of objects and also the masses of objects. Because of this dependence fact, the moon, the earth and the satellites are set in their places. This is about the gravitational force of attraction. And this is about the types of forces. If you understand, please like and subscribe my video.